Hi guys, welcome back to TechWise, and today we are going to see the classic load balancer and how it's working, and we can test this functionality in the real time. Okay, let's understand the load balancer concept, and we having three types of load balancer. One is application, and another one is network, and another one is classic load balancer. As you can see this. The three types. So three load balancer works in the different manner, and it has a different features on it. So we can go ahead and create a classic load balancer first, and let's see how it's working. Okay, so before that, as you can see in the picture, we are having the EC2 instance below the load balancer. So we need to create at least one EC2 instance in each availability zone, and the web servers, so that we can add it to the load balancer and test the functionality. So let's say I'm just going to create a EC2 instance. So I already created a EC2 instance, and I need to I need to name it as web1. So I'm going to show the web configuration part for the one server, and I will do the same in the another server, so that we can check the traffic flows from the different servers at the time of creating a load balancer. Okay, so let's get initiated. I'm just pausing it for a while. So guys, I just created two web servers, and I'm going to show the web configuration part for one instance. So I'm going to take this Ubuntu server in the putty. Okay, I'm going to perform these commands in order to install the Apache. This is a prerequisite. So it's done. I'm going to install Apache. AWS. Okay, this is now configuring. Once it's configured, I'm going to check the Apache page is working or not. So it's working. So I'm going to change this text into the different format. Since we are testing the load balancer, I know like guys, I need to identify whether the load balancer is really load balancing among the servers. So I'm going to change this text to I'm just going to mention the server 1 and server 2 okay. So for that, I'm going to use this command. Before that, I want to be root. So sudo su, you change it now to root, and copy this. Sorry guys, I think this path is not incorrect. We need HTML. Okay, now we got. So Okay, here you can see this insert, delete. Server 1. The grab mention is from server 1. Okay, so escape. I'm just saving this. Okay, so we can test this whether it's really working or not. Okay, it's from server 1. Okay, so I'm just going to do this same configuration for the web 2 as well. So I don't want to waste time in the video, so I'm just pausing it. I'll be back. Okay, I just completed for the server 2. I'm going to check. See, from server 2 and from server 1. So we have two instances from two different availability zone, 1A and 1B, and let's go ahead and create a load balancer and attach these instances to that. Okay, so go to EC2 load balancer and create a load balancer and create a classic load balancer. Name it as my test classic ELD. Fine. So next we need to add the subnet. Okay, next. Okay, so I'm just adding all traffic. Next. So this part, guys, when your load balancer will frequently check the EC2 instance, I mean the web server's health, whether it's working or not. I mean, like the 3 of one is not working, so it won't send the request to this instance when the health check is not successful. Okay, so this is a configuration part of. You can also add a different level of checking criteria. One is HTTP. It will actually check this path whether it exists or not via port 80, or you can simply add a TCP. It will tell the 80 port to the server and checking for the health check and even SSL. So these configurations are like the response timeout interval and the health is threshold and health is threshold. So these are as some like certain time minimum and maximum, and this is interval as 30 to 300 seconds, and then this unhealthy threshold, like after 10 consecutive checks it will declare as unhealthy instance and healthy instance as well. You can easily navigate these through these options, and you can understand better what exactly it's doing during the health checks. So I'm leaving as a default. So next, I'm only having running instance 2, so I'm just selecting web 1 and web 2. So you could see the enable cross zone load balancing. This means, like, if you have 3 instances in the one zone and 5 instances in another zone, the load balance will happen in the cross zone. Actually, it equally distributes among the instances that you have, even if you don't have any even instance across the availability zone. So Amazon still recommends to have a equal number of instance web servers across the zones to better performance. But if the enable cross zone load balance is enabled, you can also have a 5 or 2 in the each zones. That will make sure the load balances is distributed very in a similar way as we expected. Okay, so next the name, CLB. So a last overview about the configuration. You can check it twice, which is great. So it is created now. So you could see this instance, it's out of service. This means the load balancer is started to checking these instances, but it is not yet completed, and after a while you could see in service information in this window. I'm refreshing. So still the load balancer is doing a health check, so we can wait for that. So I'm just pausing this video for a while. Okay, as you can see guys, it's now in service state after a while. So it depends upon the seconds that you given in the health check, so it will take the time. Okay, so let's check the load balancer. The classic load balancer does not support elastic IP. It only supports the DNS name, so you can always have a CNAME to your own domain to point out. Okay, I'm just opening. Okay, now you can see this from server 1. The traffic is coming from the one of the instance in the availability zone, and again the next hit I'm refreshing. I'm just click on the refresh. You can see the server 2. So it will work as a round robin fashion. That's it guys. So now you'll be able to understand what is classic load balancer and how it's working. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video. If you have any doubts, please you can always comment below.